What up, y'all? This your boy Lucha Guy. I'm back with another video. I want to see this first. Hit like and mouse to Lucha Slam, that like and subscribe button, all right? Help your boy out with more subs. I'm gonna see this. This is a video response to a channel called Wrestlefun. They find this video. I'm not a troll by any means. I missed the era where YouTube did video responses, but they did a video about wrestling, the change of wrestling. And I think, I was running out of topics this week because I can't keep talking about Lucha Underground when the show went off the damn air. So I want to drop a video of my thoughts. They make good points about, fans, they rejected every era before it came. 80s fans didn't want to move on to let's say the mid-90s in your house / new generation era. And then it was time for the Attitude Era, which was a boom. There's only been two boom periods in wrestling. One was in the 80s with just the Hulkamania era with him body slamming Andre the Giant. I know he did more, but that was just the Hulkamania era. There was other guys that was over, but Hogan was pretty much the main popular mainstream guy in that 80s run. Even though Flair was popular, Macho Man, but Hogan was like the top star, basically. You know how they do WWE, one guy at a time. And then the other boom period was the Attitude Era, Monday Night Wars. You already know about that. Which is what this video is about. Because I noticed when he spoke about each era, he mainly kept nitpicking at the Attitude Era, kept bringing up how, Stone Cold entrance, that was enough to get the crowd hyped. Today, nothing's getting nobody's hyped. He was saying how today's era, which is true, is about in-ring wrestling, and that's not going to do it. There's not going to be a boom period about in-ring wrestling. Why? Because every match is supposed to be 5-star rated from Dave Meltzer. Every show, you're going to get overburned with that. Every company's doing that. You can see that in MLW. You can see that in New Japan, which is where that stuff kind of came from. New Japan been focused on in-ring wrestling. They have their own style of wrestling. I never attack New Japan because I know they have their own style of wrestling over in Japan. Some people don't focus on, no acts and, getting characters over. It's just WWE because they're supposed to be World Wrestling Entertainment. WCW and ECW, they been did their own hardcore style. Vince was late to the dance with the hardcore shit and bringing in a hardcore title, boiler room brawls, and Stone Cold, kicking his ass, and The Rock coming out there cracking jokes. Undertaker and Mankind and Kane being psychos, and Braun painting matches, and Edge and Hardy's and Dudley's extreme TLC matches, Al Snow, Val Venus were porn stars, and then you had a group of guys who were good in-ring wrestlers, but they weren't over like the Radicals. Eddie, Benoit, Dean Malenko, those guys were good in-ring wrestlers. That's what the group was. But nobody was marking out over Dean Malenko, Eddie, and Benoit. Perry Saturn, I can't say what much, but I thought he was cool. I didn't have nothing against Perry Saturn. I think he was the guy with the mop, but. You know what I mean? Like, they had their place in the mid-card. Everybody had a character. Today, you can't tell me, what is Gunther? I don't get what they're doing with Dom. By the way, he even said something that kind of pissed me off. Dom is nowhere near Eddie, buddy. Don't do that one. Dom is nowhere near Eddie at all. I don't know what the hell made him say that one. Dom is nowhere near Eddie Swagger. They're trying to make him like Eddie. And I want to call it bullshit. Some people don't say anything when Dom's trying to be like Eddie or anything like that. But I remember Lucha Underground had people doing people moves. There was a lot of bitching because Killshot did the Finn Balor stomp. The Mac did the Stone Cold Stunner. Mil Montez was doing the spear at that time. It was just Braun Breaker. Everybody now is doing spears. So many people doing spears. Now Goldberg's son came out there and did a spear during Goldberg's last match. Everybody's doing a spear. I just think people's nitpicking at Lucha Underground with that, but I can say that one for another day because everybody's still in moves and gimmicks now in wrestling. It was just odd bitching about Lucha Underground people stealing finishers. Well, they supposed to make their own finishers because of Lucha Underground. They still storylines, did they? What the fuck is Tony Khan over there doing? And notice everybody blame TKO. TKO is not the one writing these shows. It's Triple H, who isn't always even backstage. There was a thing, he went swimming. I'm not going to talk about his women. He went swimming somewhere with Stephanie. As even at these shows, he need to be backstage and see what the hell was going on. Because I remember at least when Vince McMahon wasn't there, he was in the headsets going off, telling Michael Cole and JBL and all them what to say. As Triple H, he need to be keeping Triple Ego, Triple K. He need to be saying what the hell's going on the shows. I didn't even know that they're shout out that guy to be yelling out $3 billion in debt. I didn't even know WWE was doing that bad right now that they were that them $3 billion in debt. Shout out the guy to be yelling that out. I didn't even know they're doing that bad of business over there with TKO that they're $3 billion in debt. But the guy brought a good point. Wrestlefun. I'm not a troll. I know every week now I see videos about the change of wrestling, how there's no stars coming up. And the guy saying, the future, people like the past because we've seen it. People reject the present, and that makes the future, uncertain, and there's only hope for the future. They're not making new stars though. Who's gonna be right now? I can't really tell who's even the face right now. Because I said Roman Reigns is even the top merch seller. Rhea Ripley, Cody, Cena is selling more merch currently than Roman Reigns. Right now, I guess the top guys are Cody and Seth Rollins. I guess they're the top two guys. Roman Reigns is barely there, and he's not even selling merch anymore. Vince would be having a heart attack, and this shit was going on with him. And they did keep trying with Roman Reigns till they got the guy over. I guess they're gonna keep trying with The Rock and Cena also. That guy's saying that people love Cena. Niggas, there's new kids who got into wrestling. I think a lot of the Cena, like people can stand Cena, they went off to other sports and stuff, MMA, or just football and basketball. That means that those same fans who hate it. I ain't even a big Cena hater. I just always found him boring. He didn't appeal to me. But I'm all people, peace. This is your boy Lucha Guy. Let me know what y'all think down below about my video response to Wrestlefun, and y'all can go check out his video. And stop blaming damn TKO. All right, get them damn break. Blame Triple Ego, Triple K. But I'm out, people. Peace.